Ladies and gentlemen, this is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. And I can be happier because I'm with one of the titans of this industry, Raymond Pages. Hermano, ¿cómo te sientes tenerme aquí de visita?
Hermano, muy contento y muy agradecido, darle gracias a Dios por haberme encontrado contigo y hacemos una buena química.
I feel the same way. He's thankful to God that our roads have gotten together, and we started this journey to bring another level of palate, of flavors to you guys, to your hands. So we're both really happy to be here together, working in the present and the future. Hermano, la verdad que cada vez que vengo aquí usted me hace sentir en casa. Me hace sentir en casa, te lo agradezco de corazón, te lo agradezco de corazón.
Gracias.
Siempre le digo a la gente cuando vengo a Nicaragua, me preguntan, bueno, ¿y qué vas a hacer nuevo? ¿Qué vas a hacer nuevo? Y yo, no, ¿para qué nuevo? Si ya tenemos como 14 vitelas, pero es imposible estar aquí y ver todos los...
Pensar en algo nuevo.
Es imposible. Every time you guys ask me, you know, when I'm coming to Nicaragua, well, you're going to bring something new. I said, I wish every time I go to Nicaragua I can bring something new. But it's hard, it's challenging. He has so many good tobaccos in here, and he believes in inventory. He believes in inventory. If he wouldn't have the such of inventory that he has, it would be hard to think of the future. Believe me, for such a small operation in his beginnings, right now, ¿cuántas parejas tenemos ahora?
52.
Right now are 52 pairs. The bunching guy and the roller lady, that's 52 pairs. That's 104 rollers. You need to have enough tobacco. ¿Para cuánto tiempo más o menos tabaco hay que tener para esa cantidad?
Hay que tener mínimo para año y medio.
Minimum a year and a half if you want to stay standing in this industry. ¿Cómo está la situación del producto ahora?
La situación del producto está bien complicada, tanto como la escasez que hay hoy en día aquí en Nicaragua con la hoja, tanto como con los precios. Los precios están subiendo demasiado, no hay, difícil, hay que sembrar.
He said it. The only way to keep going, the only way to fix the inflation that you guys know that exists. See, you see the gas, you see the beef, you see everything that we're eating, it's at least 30%. When they do an average, government is saying 7%. But let's be realistic, the things that we use daily, it's at least 30%. 30% of inflation. So don't think it hasn't happened to tobacco. Tobacco has the same situation. And the only way to be aggressive is, be on top of the game is to grow our own tobacco. I was fortunate enough that I met Raymond, I would say a year and a few months ago, and in my third visit, he's already growing tobacco in Condega. Eso de que me llevaste a Condega, de verdad que me sorprendió, porque el problema que hay con esto es, como tú dices, que la única forma de resolverlo es creciendo tabaco, es sembrando tabaco.
El año pasado yo le dije a usted cuando vino en el último viaje que en este 2022 sembrábamos tabaco, y ahí está, y vamos a sembrar más, primero Dios.
I'm telling you, his energy, his hunger to grow in a taking his time doing things right, it makes him to push the limits. He said it last year, we're going to start growing tobacco next year, and he did it. He's doing it. And you've seen the stories, you've seen the short videos about Condega. It is amazing in such a small space, the amazing tobacco. The soil is so similar to identical to Cuba that it gives you that sweetness and strength. And we have Condega in all our blends because of that reason. Y definitivamente es un tabaco. Cuéntame, ¿qué hace ese tabaco de Condega en lo oscuro?
Ese tabaco Condega es un tabaco que es muy aromático, tiene mucho sabor, debido a que la tierra es diferente a la de Estelí. Es un tabaco demasiado complejo. Si quieres hacer un buen puro, usa tabaco Condega.
The soil is so different to Estelí, and it's only 35 kilometers to Condega. It's not that far, but the soil changed completely. And if you want a lot of aroma in your cigar, you want a lot of a taste, and a strength that your palate will be disguised because of the sweetness, it has to be Condega. It has to be Condega. Hermano, cuéntame por qué desde que yo vine hasta este punto tú has avanzado tanto en la infraestructura. ¿Por qué la infraestructura tú la has crecido tan rápido? Déjame explicarles a ellos. I'm asking him why his infrastructure has grown so much in so little. We're talking about, ¿cuánto fue la cantidad de parejas que cuando yo te conocí?
Yo tenía, creo que 13 parejas.
When we, right at his beginnings, and I met a little bit later, he was at 13 parejas, 13 couples, 26 rollers. Today we are 52. So you ask yourself, well, is he desperate to grow? He's really just thinking of money? But let me explain. I will ask him and let me explain because we had the conversation, but I want him to say it and I will explain later. Entonces, ¿cuál es la razón de que alguien tan apasionado como tú, que sabe que esto toma su tiempo, tú creciste tan rápido hasta ese punto de 50, 52 parejas?
Hermanos, es difícil, eso ha sido difícil, pero número uno, las cosas a mí me gusta hacerlas correctamente, bien como debe de ser, y yo estaba en un punto cuando tú me conociste que verdaderamente yo quería tener mi selección de tripa, tener mi selección de capa como tiene que ser, que exista un trabajo bien hecho.
Y 13 parejas no justificaban ese tipo de infraestructura.
Porque el local donde yo estaba no me lo permitía. No me permitía el local donde yo estaba tener lo que tengo hoy, hacer las cosas como las hago hoy.
This is pretty similar on a smaller scale how we started in Tampa. At 13 pairs, it wouldn't justify to him have more control of the wrapper of the tobacco because there was not enough room. 13 pairs, it would not justify to have a space for, scaling tobacco, selecting tobacco. So he needed to grow the production to be able to have more quality control of the different areas that 13 pairs didn't justify. When I was 5 cigar rollers in Ybor City, people would go, why do you have so many cigar rollers? Most of the people, most of the other stores only have 1 roller, 2 rollers. I said, because I really believe in what I'm doing. And to grow, to buy better tobacco, I have to buy more quantity. And to touch more people's hearts, to have people to help with the production, a supervisor, a lady that is going to help with the wrapper, I need more production. If I will keep only 2 rollers, that roller will do most of the work. And how are you going to guarantee quality if 1 roller is doing most of the work with the tobacco? Mientras más pequeño eras, era más difícil porque utilizabas a las mismas personas para hacer muchas cosas.
Exacto. Y hoy en día aquí cada área tiene su jefe de área, tiene sus personas capacitadas en lo que hacen y tratamos de hacer las cosas lo mejor posible. Y cada día que pasa las vamos a seguir mejorando.
At this size, he's able to have each supervisor for each area. Before, it was a guy doing a lot for different things. And you have to understand that he's in Estelí, Nicaragua. He is the Mecca. So there's a lot of opportunity for individuals like him. They have no fear. Believe me, he has no fears when it comes to the industry. Yo les explico que hay tanta oportunidad aquí para personas como tú que no le tienen miedo a esta industria, que sienten que pueden seguir avanzando. Ahora, pregunta técnica. Aquí en 52 parejas. Here are 52 pairs. Let's find out. ¿Tú piensas que es un momento de ahora de aprender con esta?
Es un momento de estar estable y de mantenernos como estamos, de hacer las cosas bien y de no uno tampoco volverse loco a como está el mercado que quiere tabaco y quiere tabaco. No, uno tiene que hacer lo que puede hacer. Si hay inventario para 52 parejas, no puedes poner 60.
Yeah. So basically he's saying, y vamos a estar aquí en un año y vamos a tener esta misma conversación y estas personas tienen muy buena memoria. So basically he's saying that now at 52 pairs, it's moment to grow inventory. You don't want to have 60 pairs of rollers and only have inventory for 50. So now is a moment for learning. He has the infrastructure that he wanted to have, so he can deliver an excellent product to future customers, to customers that are already here tasting his craftsmanship to place the next big order. So he's saying that in here, he's going to stay for quite some time at 52 pairs. 52 parejas más todos los empleados, ¿cuántos son más o menos?
Son como 208 empleados.
So right now, between cigar rollers, wrapper, packaging, management, he's around 208 employees working here. So 200 personnel, 200. Let's time it. Let's see for how long he will stay here, because he says that he can't allow, because the market is asking for cigars and cigars to grow too fast. The reason he grew from the beginning to this point, it was simple for infrastructure, to have a mid-size infrastructure that it can deliver high-quality cigars. La razón que llegaste de pequeño aquí, a este momento, era para crear la infraestructura que tú te sientes capaz de hacer un delivery de un puro.
Yo creo que cuando un cliente como tú entre a mi factoría, diga, wow, este muchacho trabaja bien, este muchacho sabe lo que hace, este muchacho tiene su operación organizada, y todo eso a mí me satisface hacer las cosas bien. Si las voy a hacer mal, prefiero no hacerlas.
Basically, when someone visits here, when someone visits the factory, and that's what he's saying, he wants someone to feel confidence that he's going to get an amazing cigar from here. And to get to that point, for that person to see that everything is done correctly, even to all the levels, he needs to see. He needs to see. To do faith, he will need to see what's going on in here. And at this size, I think we are ready. He's saying a client like you comes in here, looks around, we give him a tour, and he will feel confidence that his cigar is going to be top notch, top notch. We've been talking about how to bring you here. You know, it's typical the big cigar factories bring their clients here. We're not at that stage yet, but a lot of our friends, really close friends, would like to come here. ¿Qué tú crees si en un futuro traemos uno de los buenos amigos acá para que visiten la tienda?
Con mucho gusto, y para mí sería un placer poderlos atender aquí y poderles enseñar lo que es tabacalera pajé de Nicaragua.
He says it will be a pleasure for you guys to come here and show them around and show them tabacalera pages from Nicaragua, so you guys can see how a boutique cigar factories do amazing cigars. ¿Tú crees que lo podamos llevar a la cochiquera y matar el puerco?
Con mucho gusto.
It was quite a trip beginning of the year. I start the year here in Estelí. I feel fortunate, and I start, of course, in Tampa too. So I think it's something that is going to be every year to do the same thing. Yo creo que todos los años vamos a tener que empezar el año en los dos lugares, porque definitivamente la he pasado muy bien. Gracias.
Y espero que vengan mucho aquí en Nicaragua.
Claro que sí.
Y que todo funcione.
Claro que sí, hermano, claro que sí.
Te guste.
Hay algunos de los materiales así que te tiene bien orgulloso ahora de cómo está, del sabor que tiene.
Me tiene muy orgulloso los materiales que trabajamos, porque al fin del día tratamos de hacer las cosas con mucho amor y que nos salgan bien las cosas. Si nos salen mal, pues no lo hacemos. Y nada.
¿Por qué llegaste a darle un poco más de fermentación a las capas?
Porque yo creo que en el punto que tú viste las capas como estaban, para mí no están.
When we get wrappers in the U.S., there's nothing else you can do. If the wrapper is not finished, you need to put it in a cigar and age it for a long time. So you lose some of that bitterness, so you lose that new tobacco taste. Raymond, you guys seen the stories that we're putting before. Raymond has been buying a lot of wrapper, Mexican, Ecuadorian, and fermenting for a longer time. Wrappers that for other companies, they're ready, but no, he's taking more time, so that way when you light up that cigar and you do those first few puffs, your palate is completely clean. That is well fermented tobaccos. La diferencia que hace en que tú le des ese toque otra vez a la capa es en el sabor limpio,
Es la garantía de que un cliente agarre un puro de Tabanero Cigars y diga qué clase de puro. Wow.
It's the guarantee for you guys, Tabanero Cigar clients, to light up any of the cigars and to go, wow, there's so much flavor here, it's so clean, and that's what he said. You tell me if he's saying the truth.
A mí me enorgullece cuando tú me dices a mí que tal cliente dijo que qué clase puro, que estaba muy bueno, y yo trato de hacer las cosas mejor para que el cliente siga hablando mejor de la marca.
He's really proud because I talk to him more than my brothers and my sisters. I talk to Raymond daily. So I share with him all the success. And we love when all our clients always brag about our production down here. ¿Qué tú crees de Ken cuando probó los Big Daddy's Connecticut?
Wow, eso se hizo especialmente para que le gustaran a él.
You heard, Ken? Especialmente for you to like it. Those Big Daddy's Connecticut were done here especially for you, Ken. Thank you, Ken, for all the support, my friend. Thank you, thank you.
Y darle gracias porque le gustan los puros y porque le gusta el trabajo tan bueno que estamos haciendo aquí en Nicaragua.
Ken, he's thanking you for, loving our cigars and because you really appreciate the work that we are doing here. Ken, you are a good friend. Thank you, sir. Thank you. No, el hombre está enamorado. Y así hay mucha gente. Yo estoy ahí en la tienda y el Toro Niro. Esto es hablando aparte de los populares. Aparte de los populares, de los que ya son obvios, que se venden mucho. Tú oyes Toro Niro y tú oyes Torpedo Sobrino. Ahora el Torpedo también se está poniendo muy popular por el tiempo que tuvo añejamiento. Besides the regular cigars, well, I shouldn't say regular, the everyday cigar, Robusto, Toro, our clients are discovering new profiles, new tastes, and I'm in the store and I can hear people picking up a Toro Nero and going, wow, this has so much flavor. It has a dark chocolate taste right at the beginning. It has nutmeg, and I'm going, wow, we're doing all those beautiful things down there. Someone picks up a Torpedo Sobrino. Torpedo Sobrino, se puede decir que es uno de tus favoritos.
Uno de mis favoritos.
One of his favorites. ¿Cuál fue la inspiración para tú hacer el Torpedo Sobrino ese? La vitola, el tamaño.
La vitola y la mezcla que le hicimos.
When I told him, look, Torpedo Sobrino is a box press, 54 by 5, he liked the vitola. And when he saw the vitola, he said, this is going to be interesting. Man, he put a lot of work on the blend. And you told me, what do you think of the Torpedo Sobrino? No, el Torpedo Sobrino la sacaste del parque, porque es un tabaco complejo. En el restaurante ahora cuando fuimos, por cierto, muy buena carne, después de esa buena comida, ese bueno vino, es que yo pude descubrir de verdad el Torpedo Sobrino. The Sobrino, it was a cigar that, for me to really enjoy it around before dinner, it was difficult. But we went to El Puyazo here in Estelí, which they serve amazing beef, amazing steak. And after a good steak, a good blend red wine, I had 2 Torpedo Sobrinos. How good my palate it was prepared to enjoy such a fullness flavor and a medium to full. It was an amazing experience, ¿Qué tú crees de lo que viene? Tú desde aquí abajo, ¿no? ¿Qué tú crees que lo que viene con el inventario disponible en los Estados Unidos de los puros? ¿Tú ves algún problema a venir?
Va a haber problemas. Va a haber problemas desde mi punto de vista, como están las cosas aquí en Nicaragua, con todo. Que desde el papel está escaso, desde todo lo que hace falta para fabricar un puro. Sin contar la materia prima, que está bien complicada la situación con eso aquí y mucho problema con el problema de los tabaqueros. Pues.
Con los tabaqueros también. Un éxodo grande para allá, para los Estados Unidos.
Grande.
¿Y tú sientes que eso es algo temporal, de que se arregla dentro de un año?
Yo no creo que se arregle ahora. Que haya un problema porque el que no tenga inventario hoy por hoy disponible va a tener problemas.
You know, the situation that we have right now in Estelí, Nicaragua, same that we have all around the world, is showing that there's going to be a lot of problem with the availabilities of your brands. There's going to be a lot of issues with availability of your brands in the U.S. because besides tobacco, besides wrappers and fillers, paper, cellophane, glue, anything around cigars, it's scarce. You know, it's disappearing. It's getting expensive and expensive. I'll give you a simple example. En el periódico, el newspaper, the newspaper to fill the box where you're going to ship the cigars over there. Ese periódico antes que...
Antes eso estaba botado aquí, no valía nada, ¿verdad?
Before, newspaper, the old newspaper from yesterday, last week, they will give it to you. They had nothing to do with the newspaper.
Hoy vale 4 veces lo que valía.
Today, they're paying 4 times more of what they used to, you know, pay for newspaper.
Y nosotros no usamos periódicos para los mazos.
No, yo expliqué que era para rellenar las
Para
cajas.
rellenar las cajas.
And we don't use any newspaper because the ink, la tinta en el
La tinta del
periódico,
periódico es mala para los
pasa
puros.
eso. The ink on the newspaper, even though it looks pretty noble, you know, has some mystique to see a newspaper around a bundle, that's not good. The ink on the newspaper is pretty bad for a good wrapper. So, just to fill the boxes, to make cushioning on the shipping boxes, and they're not able to get any newspaper. Ahora que tú entraste en lo de crecer producto, ¿cuánto más subió crecer tabaco?
Bueno, solo los productos que se usan para sembrar el tabaco aumentaron el 30%.
He just got in to start growing tobacco, and everything around it to grow the tobacco. Excuse me, I get too excited. Everything to grow tobacco, everything around it, it went up 30%. Who do you think is going to pay for that? The end, the client. So I don't know for how long bigger brands are going to be able to hold on the pricings they have now. I don't know even how catalogs they're going to be able to do the big specials that they usually do. They will find a way, I know. There's always a way, but there's no doubt everybody's going to be paying their price to smoke a premium cigar.
Y no lo que aumentaron. La gente, ahora hoy por hoy, tú vas a comprar algo aquí y la gente creen que te están haciendo un favor vendiéndote las cosas.
And besides paying a higher price, right now there's a mentality that if someone has a product that you need, there's not enough for everybody. So whoever can allocate a little bit of that product for you, it feels like he's doing you a favor. He's doing you a favor for selling those products to you. So right now, more than ever, en estos momentos más que nunca, todo depende de las relaciones.
De las relaciones.
Now more than ever, it all depends on the relations that we have with your colleague, with your vendors. So if you thought you had God by the beers, humble yourself, because you're going to be asking a lot of favors. Si tú crees que tenías a Dios cogido por la barba, ponte un poco más noble.
Un poco más noble y
Porque
la verdad que está difícil. Está difícil. Y está difícil para la persona que está aquí y vive los problemas que se viven aquí día a día. Y está difícil para el consumidor que está allá y no tiene su producto a tiempo.
sí, no es ni que haya subido el producto, sí lo hay.
Sí lo hay.
Sí lo hay. It's hard for here, for them. It's shipping it's a mess right now. Thank God that at this size of scale, we don't need really truck drivers. Everything is air. And small guy like me, we go in a van, we rent a truck and pick up all the product from the airport. That makes a big difference. Hace una gran diferencia que haciendo productos boutique, casi siempre el dueño está más envuelto y no hace falta un camionero, no hace falta nadie para ir a buscar ese producto, porque si no eso entorpeciera mucho más los problemas. Yo escuché de compañías allá en los Estados Unidos que para poder sacar su contenedor del puerto tuvieron que pagar hasta $3,500 extra para poder sacar el contenedor. ¿Cómo está la situación?
Bueno, traer un contenedor el año pasado costaba $4,000, $5,000, hoy cuesta $16,000, $18,000.
Y eso fue el año pasado que tenías. Last year it was about $5,000 to import a container. Right now it's between 16, 18,000, and I even heard up to 20,000. So tobacco that gets here from other countries, like La Capa de Ecuador, you know, Ecuadorian wrapper, Mexican San Andres, you are paying top dollars, a lot more for those wrappers that before. ¿Cuánto tú crees que todo eso influenció? ¿En qué porcentaje subieron esa materia prima? ¿Un 30?
Un 35%, 40% subieron.
They went up because all that situation, at least 35 to 40%. 35 to 40%. So we just give you heads up. We're gonna keep it always fun. We're always gonna enjoy it as much as we can. And stay tuned because I still got a few more days here and I will keep tuning with you guys. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing, the amazing support that you give me, that you give Raymond, because you guys believe in what we're doing. And again, don't hesitate on asking anything about the industry. We are an open book. I get phone calls of people that want to get into the industry and they ask me how I can do it, how, you know, I want to get into the industry. It's not easy. We make it look easy. We make it look simple, but it's not easy. You really have to be a passionate individual to get into this industry. Guys, stay tuned. This is it's been an amazing trip. It's gonna be the #1 of this year, of at least 5 that I'm gonna be doing this year. Bueno, hermano, este es el primer viaje de por lo menos 5 de 5 que vamos a hacer.
Gracias a todos esos clientes tuyos que son muy apasionados con lo que nosotros hacemos y que confíen que vamos a hacer las cosas bien.
He's saying thank you very much to trust that our passion is going to keep guiding us and opening doors to keep delivering that amazing product to you guys. Thank you very much. And always remember that we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. Enjoy your Sunday.